So with two semi-finals completed, next match on court is women's singles. So in the women's singles at the quarter-final stage, there were 6 different nations represented. 2 players from Singapore, 2 from Thailand. And here in the semi-finals, it's 4 different nationalities. It's not often that that happens, and it really is delightful to see. So the match, the bottom half of the draw, you can see, is in progress. They're into the deciding game. But we're concentrating now on the number 4 seed Ip Pui Yin up against Porntip Buranaprasertsuk of Thailand. There she is. Porntip, 19-year-old from Bangkok. This is her 3rd semi-final in Super Series events. Up against Ip Pui Yin, number 4 seed, 13 in the world ranking, down from 15 last week. And you can see, played an awful lot of tournaments so far this year. 2 semi-finals prior to this in 2011. When looking at her matches so far here in Delhi, and I draw your attention to that quarter-final against Badminton of Thailand. And she is the 2-time and reigning World Junior Champion. All of her matches, as you can see, in 2 straight games. Her opponent, 19-year-old Porntip Buranaprasertsuk. Not seeded here, but number 16 in the world. Her first appearance here in India, because she didn't compete at the World Championships 2 years ago in Hyderabad. And she's got a very positive win-loss record for this year. Well, she struggled early on, but in that second round against the number 5 seed, Euriko Hiroshi, the All-England finalist from earlier this year, was 17-20 down in that deciding game, before saving 3 match points and coming through 22-20 in 47 minutes. And then yesterday against Gu Juan of Singapore, 2 straight games. Well, there's our match officials for this women's singles, both of them from India. Ip Pui Yin of Hong Kong, there she is, 23-year-old, born in Sha Tin. Bronze medalist at the last Asian Games and silver medalist at the Asian Games in Doha in 2006. Well, this is the 5th meeting between these 2 players, but I think the most significant thing is the fact that the last 2 meetings have been won by the youngster from Thailand.
Ip Pui Yin to serve, left on, play.
So, Ip Pui Yin, nearest to us, number 4 seed, against the 19-year-old Porntip Buranaprasertsuk. Well, that's delightful. And the youngster, not only has she won the last 2 encounters, but the fact that these 2 players met each other last week in the last 16 of the Asian Badminton Championships in Chengdu, in China. And Porntip winning 2 straight games. It was a tough match though, 24-22, 22-20.
Don't call decisions before the shuttle is landing. Huh?
Well, not quite sure what the word from the umpire there was.
Service over. 2 on. Service over.
Well, both these players are very athletic. And certainly, Pui Yin not averse to throwing herself around the court in an effort to retrieve the shuttle. Yeah, took it very early at the net.
2. Service over. 3, 4.
Just wide.
4 on.
In fact, I'm just looking at these two players' previous encounters. The first time they ever met was back in the qualifying rounds of the Thailand Open back in 2005, and that means that Porntip was only 13 years old the first time they met. She's greatly improved since then, I can assure you.
Service over. 5 on. It. Don't do like this. That okay? No.
Well, the umpire just saying don't interfere with the shuttle.
Service over. 6, 5. Service over.
Pui Yin
On.
will be absolutely determined to move her opponent from corner to corner. Great worker on court,
Play.
supremely fit athlete. 3 career titles for her. Well, remarkably, this lady has already won 4.
Service over. 7, 6. Service over. 7 on.
Well, she really is commanding the front of the court, but she had forced Porntip to turn and play that high backhand. And as soon as a player is forced to do that, you know they're in trouble. You've got your back to the net, the whole advantage of seeing where your opponent is on court. You lose that advantage, you don't know where they are.
7.
Yeah, that's landed in.
Over. 8 on.
Only just.
9, 8. Service over. 9 on. Play.
That's a lovely net shot. As far as Porntip is concerned, she's really got to keep Pui Yin away from the net area. Yeah, sung her praises. She immediately makes an error on the net play. There's the Hong Kong coach.
11, 10, interval.
It is Porntip Buranaprasertsuk who has the advantage at mid-game interval. Well, we thought this would be a close match, and so it's proving to be so far. Pui Yin, a couple of years ago, wasn't very well, lost a huge amount of weight. Now looking much fitter.
20 seconds. Coach run, 20 seconds.
And the first time she really hit the world stage was at those Asian Games in Doha in 2006. She beat the Olympic champion, Zhang Ning, in the quarter-final. Went on to reach the final where she lost out to her teammate, Wang Chen. So 11-10. Yes, that's great accuracy on the smash from Porntip.
13, 10. Play.
Let's push long. She's opened up a 4-point cushion.
14, 10.
Make that 5-point
10.
with little resistance. She's been gifted points. Pui Yin, one of those players who's had so many wins over the very best players in the world, not only beaten Zhang Ning, also beaten Xie Shenfeng.
16,
At the All England
10.
Championships, in fact, back in 2008, when Xie Shenfeng was the 3-time defending champion. But she's never really converted that into tournament titles, not the major tournaments, not the Super Series.
17, 10.
Oh, this is extraordinary. 8 straight points from 9-10 down. Another one gone long. She's a great character, he is. A very good golfer too. Now the run finally comes to an end. After 9 straight points, it needed to. Pushed it wide. Just 2 points away from the opening game. Yeah, never really got behind the shuttle there. Pui Yin. So now 8 game points for Porntip Buranaprasertsuk. The silver medalist at World Junior Championships a couple of years ago, lost out to a teammate in Tanon. That's a good smash.
Service over. 13-20.
And this time, second time of asking. And the unseeded youngster from Bangkok gets the opening game, as confirmed by the umpire. Just 12 minutes of play. 21-13, the margin of victory in the opening game against the number 4 seed, Pui Yin. That's the final rally. Disappointment from it all too obvious. Oh, isn't it interesting, the contrast between the two coaches? The Thailand coach, very calm and collected. He's very happy with the way his players are performing. And it's quite obvious he's a little agitated. So the unseeded Porntip Buranaprasertsuk taken the opening game, 21-13, getting the second underway. Lovely relaxed style. Now, and in fact, Thailand have got an awful lot of very, very talented youngsters, especially in the women's singles. And Porntip was, of course, part of that young squad that took the silver medal at the Asian Games, the women's team competition of the Asian Games at the end of last year.
Service over. 1-all.
it's going wide.
Service over. 2-1.
Oh, indecision. That's short. Yeah, got what it deserved. But Pui Yin really played herself into trouble with her indecision at the back of the court. Look, she's going to leave it. She must have taken that 6 inches off the floor. And then the lift from the net, woefully short. Yes, and for Hong Kong fans, they will be a little concerned by the body language of Pui Yin. She does have a tendency sometimes to beat up on herself, gets very disappointed when she makes mistakes. But she should be happy with that rally.
2-5.
There's no doubt she's got the talent. She's got the skills. Once again, a little bit of a discrepancy as to whether the shuttle should be changed or not. Oh yes, good rally.
4-5. Left. Service called.
Service fault called, struck above the waist. Pui Yin not happy with that.
6-4.
Good backhand. Even better drop shot from it.
5-6.
Gets behind it well. Control of the racket head. That's perfection, isn't it?
Left.
All off balance, trying to get the shuttle right to the back of the court, but couldn't quite manage it. From that moment, she was in trouble. to find her form now. Pui Yin. Really beginning to make her opponent move to all four corners of the court. No, it's too long.
Service over. 9-7. Yip. Yip.
Well, the umpire wants to have a word with Pui Yin.
Play must be continuous. Play must be continuous. Don't go round.
Yeah. The umpire saying don't go round and round the court. You're wasting too much time. You've got to get ready to play. Error on the return of serve. Just trying to be a little too clever, swinging the body one way, hitting the shuttle another. It means that Porntip has a 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Didn't have to be that close to the net. If you've sent your opponent in the wrong direction, all you've got to do is make sure you get it over and in. She's not going to get it there. So 22 minutes this semi-final has been in progress, and we're already halfway through the second game. And the Hong Kong coach still looking a little bit anxious. And look at the body language of Pui Yin.
20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Yip. 11-7. Play.
So 11-7. It's gone wide. Just sense that that was an important rally. Pui Yin needed that point, having lost 3 quick points at the end of that opening half of this second game. Just felt she needed to stem the tide. That's wide as well.
13-7.
Oh, great backhand. Oh, my word. And that's gone long. Well, weathered the storm, did Porntip. She was in all sorts of trouble. How did she control that backhand? And then the net shot. Remarkable play from the youngster. That's 6 straight points. Make that 7 straight points.
15-7.
From 8-7. Oh, that was going to go long. Well, I suspect that rally, first rally on resumption of play since the mid-game interval, I just felt that was desperately important, and so it's proved to be. Because now, Porntip Buranaprasertsuk looks very much in control. straight points. What on earth has happened to Pui Yin? Point advantage now. Oh, that's great play. Lovely angle played from around the head position.
18-7.
Great athletic ability. Oh, 10 straight points now. Early stages of this second game, it all seemed as if it was going to develop into a very interesting contest. 7-8. And since then, Porntip has just taken control. And the run comes to an end.
8-18.
But it wasn't because of a winner from this lady. An error from her opponent. Missed it.
Service over. 19-8.
Just 2 points away from her first ever Super Series final. Now just the 1 point required.
20.
And this from a 19-year-old.
Match point 8.
I don't expect this sort of a collapse from Pui Yin as we've seen today. She's a world-class player. She's been outclassed today.
Game.
Another error from the player from Hong Kong. And Porntip Buranaprasertsuk of Thailand is through to her first ever Super Series tournament final. And she's done it in style. 21-13, 21-8 in just 28 minutes of play.
21-13, 21-8.
Well, I had great expectations of this women's singles semi-final. Never really developed into the sort of match I had expected. Pui Yin, not at her best, it has to be said. And she wasn't allowed to play her best because Porntip is absolutely superb. So that confirms her place in the final tomorrow. And we now know both finalists because Bae Young-ju, the number 3 seed, overcoming Sato of Japan in 3 grueling games. So it'll be Porntip Buranaprasertsuk tomorrow against the number 3 seed Bae Young-ju of Korea.